Hello everybody, my name's Alicia. I'm a CYC with Fanshawe College, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of science experiment and creating egg crystals. They're so shiny. So let's get started. Let's see some of the items that we need for today. Okay, so to make our egg crystals, our main ingredient is going to be borax. So I did find this at Canadian Tire for $5, and it's a big box that's going to go a long ways. Need some paper towel. We need a cloth to go over our cups when we're done, some scissors to cut our eggshells, some eggs. I've got a whole one. I'll show you how to cut it so it's like this. And we've got some half ones that I used for breakfast. Some clear glue. You can use white glue as well. Some food coloring, a 1/4 cup measuring cup, a glass measuring cup, some plastic cups, some paintbrushes, and we're going to need some boiling water as well to mix the borax in. So first, we're going to open our egg, and we want to use our scissors here because we're going to want to cut the shell open so that it gives us that look instead of cracking it open. So we're going to open our scissors. I'm just going to gently. So once you've cracked through, you'll see that it's kind of coming up on one side more. I'm just going to rip that part off and empty out the egg. So once all the contents are empty of the egg, we can use our scissors to cut the shape that we want. So you're just going to go really nice and careful and cut away from yourself. Sometimes you just pull away the shell where you've cut. You're just kind of breaking it until you think that it's a good shape that you like. So there's some edges that are going to come up that are going to build crystals. So now we're going to wash this out with some water and put it on our paper towel to dry. So now that my eggshells are dry, we're going to pull the inside film out. So you're gonna see it's like a white clear right there. You're gonna pull that all out. If you can't get it all, no big deal. The crystals will still stick. So we're just gonna gently pull it out. It does take some patience because you have to be fragile. They are fragile. Just rolled my finger on the inside and got that big piece right there. We're gonna do the same thing to this one. So you can see it just hanging right there. So I'm gonna start peeling it from here. So perfect. So all of the inside is out. So we'll just put that off to the side. Okay, and then this is where we're gonna need our glue and our paintbrush. So we're gonna take a little bit of glue and we're gonna paint all of the inside. And then we're also gonna sprinkle a little bit of our borax on the inside to stick to the glue. So I'm gonna put a little bit in my measuring cup right now so that I can grab out of it. And then we're just gonna take some glue on our paintbrush and we're just gonna paint the inside. If little pieces of shell come off, that's okay. You're just gonna leave them off to the side. So be very gentle around the edges. And you're gonna wanna take the glue and just run it along the edges very gently because we're gonna sprinkle some borax on there. Okay, so the inside's completely covered with glue. I'm gonna take some of the borax, I'm gonna sprinkle it in. Borax is kind of like a laundry soap. It's used for cleaning, but when used in large quantities, like we are in our hot water and sprinkling it in here, it creates crystals. So I'm going to sprinkle it all in here so it dries. Shake all the excess around. And let it just sit there while we go ahead and glue the inside of our other egg. Okay, and once we're done sprinkling the borax in the second one, we're just gonna let these sit here for 15 minutes so that they fully dry. So while we do that, we're gonna go ahead and make our mixture in our cups with our food coloring. So put on the kettle or put the pot on the stove so that we can boil some water. So we're gonna need 1 cup of water mixed with a 1/4 cup of borax. So I'm gonna put the water in here, the boiling water, and then we'll mix the borax together. Okay, so I've got our boiling water here. Now make sure that you get an adult if you need some help. And I've got our 1/4 cup of borax filled right to the top and leveled out because it is a dry ingredient. And we're gonna pour it all in and stir it around until it's fully mixed in. So you see how it's cloudy right now? It's gonna be almost clear when it's fully mixed in. And I've dumped out any of the excess borax out of my shells so that they're ready to go into the mixture. I'm gonna use 2 cups today, so I'm gonna do 2 different colors. So I'm gonna get them ready. Okay, we can see our mixture is becoming pretty much clear now. So now it's time to separate the mixture. Okay, so we're gonna pour them even into each cup. Now remember, our water's still a little bit warm. Okay, so we've got our equal part cups, 1 for each of our eggs. And I'm gonna do 1 green, and I'd use about 10 to 15 drops because you want it to be very saturated in color. And we'll just stir it around. And this one's ready to go. So we're gonna take our egg and we're gonna drop it in there carefully. And once it's dropped in, we're gonna put our spoon in and just slowly submerge it. And once it's fully submerged, we're gonna leave it and do the other one. So this one, I thought we should mix some colors because I did it before and it turned out pretty cool. So we're gonna do a few green and a few yellow. And we're gonna stir it up. I'm gonna do the same thing as before. We're gonna gently put our egg in and slowly submerge it into the water. You wanna slowly submerge it because these eggs are fragile. And we wanted to make sure that it gets fully in. So then, this is where our dish towel is gonna come in handy because we're gonna cover them overnight to be able to build those crystals. So we're just gonna cover them like this and we're gonna leave them overnight, and then in the morning, we're gonna take them out of the mixture and we'll see our crystals. So this one I made last night so I could show you guys how to take it out. So when it's ready in the morning, we're just gonna take off the towel and we're gonna gently scoop in And we're gonna grab it out and let all the liquid drain. Try and tilt your spoon a little bit to drain it off. Oop, I dropped it. Let's try again. And then put it on the paper towel. Use your fingers. Let all the liquid drain out. Let me give you a close look at this one. So this is the one that we just took out of the water. You can see I used a shell that I cracked while cooking eggs. I'd mixed two different colors, red and yellow, together for this one. So you can see how the outside of the shell is almost a different color than the inside of the shell. And then this is the other one that I showed you earlier. So good luck on all of yours. I look forward to seeing them all in the comments. Thank you for joining me. Post some pictures below in the comments so I can see all of your egg crystals. Have a great day. Bye.